Liberals, we are the silliest people. We are, like, here's the thing. If you drive a Subaru, I just want to say this. You don't need any bumper stickers on it. That's just a PSA. If you drive a Subaru, I know how you feel about everything. There's never been a Subaru I'm like, I wonder if there's a gun in there. I wonder... You know who's the most excited for Trump's wall is Banksy. It's just every day he's like, how big is it? Well, I'm gonna put some very political art on there, isn't it? I'm gonna cover it with some political art. I love that accent so much. People think that makes people sound smart. I'm like the opposite. So I'm like, hello. I'm like, you said it wrong, you know? I saw this movie Yesterday. Has anyone seen Yesterday? It's the worst movie I've ever seen. By a long shot. Yesterday, if you haven't seen it, it's about this shitty singer-songwriter in the UK. And there's a blackout around the world. And during the blackout, he gets hit by a bus. And then he comes back from his coma, and the Beatles never existed. But the writing's so bad, like the way they reveal the Beatles never existed is he comes out of his coma, and his love interest is there, and she's like, are you okay? And he's like, I don't know, will you still feed me when I'm 64? And she's like, what's that a reference to? And then he's like, oh no, the Beatles don't exist. Oh bugger, it's a shame, isn't it? Oh, I suppose the Beatles don't exist now. And then the movie gets worse somehow. Because he gets famous because he's the only one who knows the Beatles songs. So he sings them and gets famous, but he sings the old Beatles songs that wouldn't be popular music if they came out today. You know what I mean? Like if someone's like, all right, I got a new song, hope you like it. I wanna hold your hand. And like in the movie, like 2019 audiences, they're like, fuck yeah, bro. They're like, that shit slaps. That is... They're like, we've been eating ass for years. You want to hold my hand? That's sick, dude. She was just 17. If you know what I mean. You mean you're canceled, I think. You can't do that, actually. My name is Ahamed Weinberg. It's because my mom was a Catholic who became a Muslim, and my dad was a Jew who became a Muslim. And then they got married on September 11th. Yeah, it was 1988, so they didn't know. They had no idea. They didn't know that that's a terrible wedding anniversary for Muslims. And they can't change it. They've tried so many times. 9/11 comes around, they're like, let's get dinner. Let's do it. That's how strong their love is, every year. My favorite was like 2016, because Trump was like making up all this stuff. He's like, oh, I saw Muslims celebrating as the towers fell. And I was like, that's so racist. And then I was like, maybe he just saw my parents. That's the most realistic conclusion I came to. Like, maybe he saw my parents slow dancing on a roof in New Jersey. My mom is, she's so bad at texting and social media, but it's adorable. Like, she was texting me today. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm going to a show. And then she texts back, kill them. She wrote 2 words. She wrote, kill them. And I'm like, you know, you can't just text kill them willy-nilly. It's kill it. We've had this conversation. Because the government's watching her. I know that. I know they're watching my mom. She's a Catholic who became a Muslim, so they're already like, what the fuck, you know? But I imagine the CIA like watching my mom's phone, and they're probably like, it's probably confusing. Because she'll text me and she'll be like, did you see my Facebook? And the CIA's like, let's check this out. And then they go to my mom's Facebook, and like she'll just post a photo of her garden, and the caption just says, nice. That, like, she's so pure that it looks coded, almost. Like, it could be a terrorist sharing information. Her Instagram's like that, too. Like, her Instagram, she'll post a photo of a bird that's, like, very far away. It's, like, 300 feet away. And she learned how to zoom. So she'll just zoom in on the bird. Just so deep till it's just like this pixel. It's just like this shadow monster. And she posts that shit. And the caption will just say, Friday. And the CIA's like, what's gonna happen Friday? It's terrifying. I've been traveling more. I do like morning radio shows sometimes, and it's always like the same. There's like, welcome to the morning radio. We got weather on the twos, and Facebook's got a new dating app. We're gonna check that out. And also, we've got a comedian here. He's a white guy. He's half Jewish and half Muslim, and we think that's pretty fucked up. What do you guys think? Why don't you call it and tell us why that's fucked up? Because we're not really into that here, And they'll ask me, they'll be like, how did you come up with your name? Which is a beautiful question. I mean, obviously I didn't, but like, I would have to be a genius to invent Ahamed Weinberg. Do you understand? Like, that's so perfect. Anyway, I'm gonna do an impression for you guys. This is Ahamed Weinberg if I had invented him. This is hack Ahamed Weinberg. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Ahamed Weinberg. Thank you. I'm Ahamed Weinberg. I'm half Jewish and half Muslim. That's right, I support ISIS, but I write it off. Thank you. I'm half Jewish and half Muslim. My nickname in high school was Osama Bargain Bin Laden. Thank you. Thank you. I'm half Jewish and half Muslim. I walk into a crowded plaza with my mother strapped to my chest. Thank you. I say, don't move or she'll go off.